How did you break the cycle in your family? Growing up, I always believed that women came after men. Because after all, that's what my mom always told me. Except I never acted on it as much as she did. She would always yell at my older sister for not doing more. One time when she was 9, she set up a yard sale where she sold all of her old belongings and made almost $100. This was back before my misogyny brainwashing, and I honestly thought it was really cool. But when she announced it to the family at dinner, Mom just asked why she didn't give some of the money to me. I was 8 at the time. I immediately watched tears welling up in her eyes, so I spoke. "Mom, that's not fair." "She earned her money." "Shut the F up," she interrupted. Then my sister reached her hand into her pocket and handed me $20. This time, I was completely silent, in fear of saying the wrong thing again. But instead of praising her, my mom gave her a look. "Stop being selfish, Emma," she said, before forcing her to give me $80. That night, I heard her crying into her pillow alone in her room. So the next day, I used the money to buy her a bunch of her favorite poppin' candy, Hershey's, and a Lego Friends Lego set. And when I surprised her with it, her entire face lit up. She hugged me so tight, I thought my lungs were going to pop out of my body. "Thank you," she yelled. But as soon as we smiled, we stopped, because that's when we heard a stomping up the stairs. We knew it was Mom, and I immediately froze up to stare at her wide-eyed. The door burst open. "What the actual F?" her voice echoed off the walls. "I told you to not be selfish, and you forced Elliot to buy all this." It didn't look like my sister was going to defend herself, so I did it for her. "Mom, she didn't tell me to buy this. I wanted to make her happy." My voice was meek, barely a whisper. Then our mom turned away from Emma to face me, her face completely changing into joy. "You are just the sweetest little boy," she exclaimed, while picking me up and twirling me around. "But you don't need to buy this selfish bitch anything ever again, and if I ever catch you doing so, you will regret it." I just nodded. When she left, Emma broke into tears, and I wanted to comfort her, to wrap my arms around her and hold her hand, but I didn't, because even though I was confused as to what was going on, I knew one thing: I was scared of my mom, and I did not want to upset her. From there, I started seeing Emma as much of a burden as our mom did. Whenever there were dishes to be cleaned, I would scream her name at the top of her lungs, regardless of who actually left the dirty dishes there. And whenever my room was dirty, I'd tell her she had to clean it. Looking back, I wasn't even angry at Emma. Beneath it all, I loved her. I was just acting how I knew my mom would want me to. From there, I could hear her crying herself to sleep every night. She started eating noticeably less than before, and her once contagious smile was replaced by a permanent look of sadness. But unfortunately, I never did anything with these observations, because I truly believed that if Emma could just somehow find a way to make our mom happy like I did, then our mom would stop being mean to her. Therefore, it was all Emma's fault. I didn't even know about the concept of a scapegoat or sexism, and sometimes I'd even try to tell her this. But it wasn't until I was in 7th grade and won a Silver Science Fair award that she actually listened, because in response, Mom took me to Six Flags and let me eat at the local diner every day for dinner. I was allowed to eat as many pancakes as I wanted, with unlimited maple syrup. So the year after, I watched Emma pour her heart into science books. She completely stopped hanging out with her friends, and instead would plan her science fair stand. That year, she came first place with gold. I still remember the smile on her face as she ran home. It was a joy I hadn't seen since we were children. I myself was pumping with excitement, because I truly believed this would bring our family back together again. Boy, was I wrong. "Mom, I won this gold award at the science fair." "Okay, so did your brother," my mom responded when Emma tried to tell her the good news. "But Mom, I won gold. I did everything I could to win this. The teacher even told me they were proud." "I said okay," my mom yelled again. "Boys don't like a show-off, Emma." That's when I had enough. "Mom, this is really impressive. You should be proud." "I should be what?" The vein in her forehead looked like it was about to explode. She then walked over to me with her hand fully extended, and her hand met my left cheek so hard I fell off my chair. "Don't ever let me hear you defend this bitch again," she said, before returning to scrolling on her phone. I locked eyes with Emma, and that's when I felt it. Mutual anger. In that moment, we both knew our mom was evil, and we had to make her pay. Full story on the channel, link below.